Good afternoon, everyone. We are Group 3, and our topic is all about teaching reading skills. We are going to present the different definitions included in the topic of teaching reading skills. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Erica Herrero, and I will discuss reading skills and vocabulary development. Reading skills encompasses a variety of skills that can permeate all aspects of life. Having strong reading abilities can enable you to interpret and find meaning in everything you read, and when you continuously improve these skills, you can develop your ability to communicate effectively through writing. So, what are reading skills? Reading skills are abilities that pertain to a person's capacity to read, comprehend, interpret, and decode written language and text. Reading skills can also encompass several key aspects that work together to develop overall literacy skills, including comprehension, fluency, vocabulary, and strategies that help readers interpret and find meaning in text. Before we go to vocabulary development, let's define vocabulary first. So, what is vocabulary? Vocabulary is the ability to decode or determine the meaning of new words and can also influence your reading comprehension. When you can quickly interpret new meanings and identify relationships between new vocabulary and familiar terms, you can increase your ability to make assumptions, form ideas, and generally better understand the text you read. So, what is vocabulary development? It is a process by which people acquire words. Babbling shifts towards meaningful speech as infants grow and produce their first words around the age of 1 year. This is the importance of vocabulary. Children need to have a rich vocabulary that continually grows through language and literacy experiences in order to comprehend and construct increasingly complex texts and engage in oral language for a variety of social purposes.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Jessa Pihini Blaso, and my report is all about phonetic analysis and word analysis skills. Phonetic analysis, it refers to the ability to recognize sounds or symbol relationship in order to identify a word. Example, the International Phonetic Alphabet or IPA, which standardizes the pronunciation of words from any language so that anyone reading any words in any language can pronounce it properly. Just like the letter B in the word bed. When we pronounce it, we start out with our lips together. Then, air from your lungs is forced over our vocal cords, which begin to form sounds. The air then escapes through our lips as they part suddenly, which results in a B sound. Next is a word analysis skills. The ability to analyze words is a critical foundational reading skills and is essential for vocabulary development as students become college and career ready. The word analysis skills. This is the process of analyze the word by strategies to figure out the unfamiliar words and phrases means. This helps to improve the vocabulary of the learners.
Configuration clues and context clues. So what does it mean? So in configuration clues is the arrangement of parts of something. It refers to the information given through the size and shape of the letters, as well as the length and the number of the letters there are in. And in context clues, it is the clues or hints that readers use to find the meaning of unknown words. We can find clues to the word we don't know or don't understand in many different ways. We can find clues in pictures, and we can also find clues in sentences such as definition, examples, synonyms, or antonyms. So how can we get clues in pictures? There are many craters in the moon. If you don't know the word craters, you might look at this picture or the moon, so you can get the idea what is craters. Guess the circle on the moon. So the crater is the round area or the hollow area on the moon. Now, how can we find the clues in definition? Here in New York City has many skyscraper or tall buildings. If you don't know the word skyscraper, we can find or use the next part of a sentence as a clue. A tall buildings. So, skyscraper means buildings. How about in examples? Instruments such as violin and piano were played in the concert. If I don't know what instrument is, I would look at the example so I can get the clue. When I read the violin and the piano, I guess that instrument is a tools that make sounds. Synonyms. I ran swiftly to catch the falling vase, but I wasn't fast enough. If I don't know the word swiftly, the next part of the sentence give me a clue, but I wasn't fast enough, which means I must been running fast, and that means the word swiftly is fast. How can we get the clue in antonyms? We want to move out of our small into more spacious house. If you don't know what spacious means, you can probably guess the sentence that they will move out of their small house to a bigger one. So the word spacious means big or large.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Jenny Niblaso, and I will discuss the dictionary skills and the study skills. So first, let's talk about dictionary. So when we say dictionary, it is an important reference material. You can use it to find a word's definition, part of a speech, pronunciation, syllables, and more. This lesson will teach you how to use print and online dictionaries to help you improve your writing, spelling, and vocabulary. You may use dictionary to find the following information about most words, terms, and phrases: spelling definition, word class, pronunciation, synonyms, origin. Dictionary skills are important for children and students to support their learning and their ability to research and locate information when they need it. A child with a good dictionary skills will understand that they can use a dictionary to correct misspellings, look up definitions, find synonyms for words, and improve their overall literacy. Dictionary skills can translate well into research projects, general studies, and can be good preparation for children planning to enter higher education. You can use a dictionary to look up the meaning of any words that you don't understand. However, there are lots of different types of dictionaries, so which one should you use? Let's look at some of the different types of dictionaries to see which will be most helpful to you during your studies. A dictionary is one of the most important tools during your time studying at a school, university, or etc. A good dictionary can help you understand your subject better, improve your communication, and improve your grades by making sure you are using words correctly. However, not all dictionaries are the same, and if you don't know how to use a dictionary correctly, it could actually teach you the wrong. Next, we will talk about study skills. So, in the study skills, you will develop your own personal approach to study and learning in a way that meets your own individual needs. As you develop your study skills, you will discover what works for you and what doesn't. They are generic and can be used when studying any area. You will, of course, need to understand the concept, theories, and ideas surrounding your specific subject area. To get the most out of your studies, however, you will want to develop your study skills. Another key points in the study skills is You need to practice and develop your study skills, of course, because this will increase your awareness of how you study and you will become more confident. Once mastered, the study skills will be beneficial throughout your life. Study skills are not just for students. Study skills are transferable. You will take them with you beyond your education into new concepts. For example, organizational skills, time management, prioritizing, learning how to analyze, problem solving, and the self discipline that is required to remain motivated. Study skills relate closely to the type of skills that employers look for.
So, literal meaning inferences. So, when we say literal meaning inferences, is what the text describe as happening in the story. This level of understanding provides the foundation for more advanced comprehension. Inferential meaning involves that taking the information provided in the text and using it to determine what the text means by doesn't directly states. So, without inferences, there's no way we could understand our world. It's all well and good to ask for evidence and proof, but sooner or later, we inevitably have to be beyond the evidence and actually draw a conclusion. Inference are also critically important for literature because otherwise others would have to explain everything to us out loud. How boring, instead of saying Harry turned red and started yelling, the author would have to say Harry felt angry. That would be much more dry and less fun to read. So authors make their books compelling by giving you clues and rich details, then letting you draw your own conclusions as a reader, even if the conclusions are pretty obvious, as in the example of Harry's anger. It's more fun as a reader if you get to make the inference for yourself. That's all. Literal meaning is simply what the text says. It is what actually happens in the story. This is a very important level of understanding because it provides the foundation for more advanced comprehension. Without understanding the material on this level, you could not go any farther. So, inferences is also a key element of reading comprehension. So, when we make inference, we are connecting information from text to our own ideas and opinions that help us identify the meaning of what we read. For instance, when reading an article about plastics and the oceans, you may make an inference that to reduce the amount of plastic waste you should recycle. Inferring happens when we read a text where the purpose and meaning of the text so is not implicitly stated. Additionally, the ability to connect ideas and make inference can help increase retention. That's all.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Shara Gataselo, and my topic is all about the structural analysis and evaluation or analysis. Structural analysis is the determination of the effects of loads on physical structures and their components. Structure subjects to this type of analysis include all that must withstand loads, such as buildings, bridges, aircrafts, and ships. So, its structural analysis employs the fields of applied mechanics to compute a structure's deformations, internal forces, stresses, support, reactions, accelerations, and stability. Evaluation is a judgment of the quality of something that can be conducted to test one's skills. The main objective of the evaluation is concluding the existing level, quality, or standards of something. The analysis is the study of structure, content of something, or data in order to interpret them, used to further explain the subject matter.